How we doing, everyone? He's back again. Can't get rid of the bloke. What's going on? I've got the Christmas tree going up. I'm sure you'll appreciate that. Are you all Christmased up yet? Oh dear. Right, well, we've got a couple new faces in by the looks of it. It's the penultimate, you're right, Rob. Just better turn that down a little bit, haven't we? Let's just put the other. There we go, that's a bit quieter. Hi Georgie, where is everybody? You were early, mate. Rob's in. Andy Tobin, hi Andy. Michael Stevens. You've got to get out of bed earlier for that, Michael. Michael, hi Michael. Paddy, well you see, how are you? Phil the Power Taylor. Evening, Phil. Wessam Alaskar. Good evening to you. You're very happy, excellent. Rittenhouse unit is 35 degree, $35. A fair price for a silver tone, a non-working silver tone. 1940s AM plus 3 short. Sounds like a Evolve radio to me. Rittenhouse unit, and I haven't got a clue, mate. Maybe someone here can enlighten us as to what that's worth. Silver tone, is that that's an American set, isn't it? Ian Theo, everyone's down at Sean's. Hi Barry, how are you? I'm okay. I'm okay. A bit of upset tummy, but that's totally my own fault. Evening Nick. Petronics, Rob Titheridge, Cyberflyer. Happy Christmas to you as well, mate. Rob all saying it's the penultimate Christmas crunch time, or crunch time. Benji's in, off to get a brew. Linton, good evening to you, Linton. John Bonham, how are you? Mike Atlantis, Doug McCartin, Daniel Russell. Got your electric flickering candles going in the porch. I'm glad to hear it, Theo. Hi Dave Malik, how are you? So yeah, a bit of a toss-up what to do today. I've got so many things bubbling under. I could have done the Fidelity. I could have finished off the Roberts R707. But I know a lot of people have been asking about the Sony, so I thought I'd have another play with that today and see how far we can get on with it. Hopefully get these bottles of wine home on the train okay. Oh, you're on the train, Daniel, are you? How many bottles of wine have you got? It's pretty horrible weather here, I must admit. I've just been out and put the chickens to bed. It's pretty horrible out there. Took the dogs out for a walk and got soaked as well. Yeah, hi Georgie, how are you? Back on your radio, Georgie. Yeah, so yeah, thought we'd have another look at the poor old SW55 again. You could play some Christmas. Yeah, you ought to, really. Right, Doug. So Doug is saying Silvertone is a house brand of a large retailer called Sears Roebuck Co. 35 degrees is about the going rate. So there you are. Rittenhouse unit, $35 is a good price, mate. Sorted. 2 bottles of Prosecco and a bottle of red for Christmas. Not journey home. Yeah, but you could get rid of 1 bottle of red, couldn't you? Save carrying 3 bottles, Daniel. You could get one down your neck on the train. Mind you, I don't know how long your train ride is, Daniel. No fish till Saturday. Saturday's fish day. Boxing Day, fish day. It's Boxing Day Saturday, isn't it? So yeah, only one more live stream after today. And that's the big sort of giveaway stream. So probably give me some time off then. I'm gonna have some time off then. Spend some time with Mrs. Cruncher for a change. ZX is on the side and officially lurking. Yeah, on the side, let it slide. How you doing, Harvey? So I suppose without further ado, we better see what Mr. Penguin's got in store. He's only got two more doors to open. He ain't very happy about that. He's not looking very happy today. Let's have a look, see what Mr. Penguin's up to. See if he's got anything decent. See if we can stem the runaway wham-whams from me eating week-old coronation chicken made with fresh eggs from our chickens. Nothing fresh should be left for over a week before I eat it, really, should it? But I eat anything, you know. If it's in the fridge, it's fair game as far as I'm concerned. If it ain't took out the fridge and thrown away, then I'm going to eat it. And you tell me who's on channel break. What's that? Oh, you want me to tell you who's on channel break? Yeah, there's plenty on channel, that. Why don't you take it on back to that Theo there, let? Take it on back to Theo. Give him some stick. Right, let's go to Mr. Penguin, see what he's up to. He is looking quite happy. Looks like he's been punched in the beak again today, but he's looking quite happy. He's only got 2 more doors to open. I'm hoping for big things, Penguin. You know, we're down to our last 2. Yesterday was a nice beer. Big job, wasn't it? It's a big job, mate. Big job, yes. So look, number 23. Come in, number 23. Oh, hello. I've had this before as well. And it's a proper Christmas beer this time. Excellent. So it's Bath Ales Festivity. Oh, you like that? It matches your scarf, Penguin. Look at that. He's liking that. He's loving it. He wants to try some. Penguin wants to try some. Oh. Back's playing up as well. I twisted my back the other day. I've done everything. I've done my shoulder, done my back. Oh, I've got bum gravy. Evening, Brett, and evening, Aston. Hunter the Man Cave Carbide Radio BFO 3000 sub. That's all to go for, Mike, isn't it? It's all to go for. Just catch up with the chat a minute. I've got 1036. I might need a 10100 in a minute, Harvey. I might need a 10100 in a minute. Right, let's get Mr. Penguin's cam back up here a minute before I knock it over and freeze the stream. Freeze the stream. I am the stream freezer. Right. Let's get some of this open. So I have had this before. They do. It's obviously festivity. It's just a Christmas beer, really. Winter porter. Now I do like a porter. It's really dark porter. It's sort of like a cross between a stout and a real ale. It's difficult to describe, but they reckon it's got hints of rum mingling with coffee and vanilla flavours. So it says festivity has been crafted into a truly wonderful old style seasonal porter. 5%, so it's quite nice. Nice sort of strength, really. Anything around 5% is usually pretty good. Hi Colin, how are you? Graham, is there a beer I don't like? Yeah, that blimmin' river water stuff, that was disgusting. Do you remember that one, Graham? That cherry flavoured beer that I had? That was foul. You know, I'd like most beers, to be fair. My preference is probably stronger, dark real ales. I do like the Belgian beers though. I like Trappist beer, but again, it seems to be the stronger stuff. I don't know why. It just tends to have a lot more flavour in it. Mind you, that big job yesterday, mind you, that was quite strong, wasn't it? That had a hell of a kick of hops in that. That's not for the faint-hearted. That's not going to heat on that. Look. Cheers, everybody. Merry Christmas. Yet another live stream. Yet another live stream. You once had a bacon-flavoured beer. My God. It's the only beer you've had to pour down the sink. Everything's better with butter and bacon. I don't know about beer though, Mike. Evening Dorf, how are you? 6 Trappist donkey. What? A Trappist donkey? Someone's been trapping donkeys, Linton, are they? That's nice. Right, so where are we with the Sony? I've had real problems finding all the bits for this. Well, not the bits. I didn't keep it all together, so I had the capacitors in one place. I had the IC in another place, the other IC in another place, and I had the little guide that shows where all the capacitors go in another place. So it's all scattered around in different places. The radio's all in the same place, but all the parts I've got to fit into it were all over the shop. So where did we get to last time on this? I did all the wires, didn't I, if I remember rightly, and I repaired the board. And I was waiting for my conformal coating to come in, which I've now got, which we had a look at the other day. That's this stuff. They call it overcoat pen. It's basically conformal coating, isn't it? You got that written house, did you? Doug knows his stuff. We've got a few from the States in here that usually are pretty well up on them. Bill, Mr. Battery Maker. He's a bit of a encyclopedia of radios. Nice. I can't remember if I bought that festivity last year. I might well have done, because I say last year I just went mental and tried to buy every Christmas beer that they had in the county. Right, let's just get in a little bit closer. I'll say this camera doesn't like that blue for some reason. So I've done a lot of microscopic work. What I thought I'd do today is really start putting some of these caps back on. I need to clean the board. Over this side we might not get to today. It depends how the time goes, because I need to trace all of this out over here just to make sure we've got continuity where I've repaired the board. It doesn't really communicate to right over here. It seems to be in this area all the tracks sort of lead to each other and come down to this little switch and all over the place. So I need to probably leave that area unpopulated for a minute and concentrate on this. I'm pretty sure I went through all the vias and reflowed every single one that was looking dodgy, so I think we're pretty good in that area, ready to go back with components, but I do need to just buzz it out to make sure that we haven't got any broken traces. Now, let me turn that on, turn the soldering iron on. Let's put me picture in picture. So I watch YouTube videos from time to time, and I came across a soldering tuition video the other day, which was very good, and it was for soldering SMD capacitors, electrolytic capacitors. So the technique that they were using did seem quite good and very simple to follow, so I thought I'd give that a go today. Let's get the overhead camera in. Got sort of stuff everywhere here again, as usual. So I'm going to use the overhead camera for you guys to have a look at, because it's very small, this board, as you know. I'm hoping I don't have to get the microscope out, because that does take up a lot of bench space. So this is the side of the board that we're probably going to look at doing the caps. So you can see all the pads here where I've taken the caps off. There's lots of pads. There's no damage to any pads whatsoever, which is good news. We've got a bit of flux to take off the board, and I've got to wick some of the solder off where I've just tinned the pads. So we've got a little bit of work to do before I can start putting capacitors on there. And so Georgie got this capacitor kit from eBay, and to be fair, they do look like quite good quality caps. I think if I did one of these again, I would use tantalums. In fact, I would use tantalums. You know, I've done a bit of research on that, and that seems to be the way forward. They just don't really fail like these do, and if they do fail, they don't leak all over the board and ruin it. So tantalum really is probably the way to go on these, and I've been told that by a couple viewers as well. Oh, chucking the cotton buds everywhere. So I'm just going to go in here and clean up some of this muck a minute. Especially this one. This one's really... It might even be a bit of wax, actually. Yeah, luckily I managed to get them all off successfully, which is half the battle. Putting them back on is not too much of a problem, although you've got limited clearance on a lot of it. You know, there's one over here that I might even have to take one of the jack plugs off to do. Caps are from Panasonic. Yes, they are, Dorf, by the looks of it. I think that's what the seller said in the Gump. Yeah, Panasonic SMD capacitor parts. You know this kit, Dorf, do you? Or is it you that supplied the kit even, maybe? Let's clean that area. Just bin that one. Well, Mrs. Cruncher's going to be home fairly early today, so I'm not going to be on for a long one. Yesterday was a bit of a marathon, wasn't it? I was absolutely knackered after that last night. I get my eyes on then, because these are essential. Just going to clean this area of the board as well. Because what I want to try and do if we get time is put some of that conformal coating on here. Yeah, really lucky on that little SMD IC that we didn't get any pads left. So that would have been a bit of a disaster. Not impossible to fix, but a pain. Okay, so that side of the board's ready to go as well. So let me get my beer sorted. Let's grab our first capacitor then. Where are you? Let's do these ones down by these little coils first. So there's a bit of glare there, but I do need the light with these really. Darken it down a little bit, but don't want to make it too dark. It's a bit dark now, isn't it? Okay. So the first two here, this one and this one, are both 4.7 at 35 volts. And that one there is as well. Let's find our 4.7 at 35 volts. .22. .7 VFC. There we go. There they are. So we'll do these three first. I need to just wick the solder off the board, so let's find some fine braid. I'm just going to give that a little dribble of flux, just helps the braid work a bit better, but to be honest, this Chemtronic stuff is pretty good. You don't normally need to do a lot to that. Let's move that to camera leg. There we go. Hi Dave Roberts, how are you? Oh, you recognise the markings, Dorf, no worries. Right. And where was the other one? It was here, I believe. Actually, one I'm in here, I might as well. Oh, working. While I'm in here, I might as well wick it all off. So that's the solder wicking done then. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can hear that wind outside, but it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. I know a lot of people enjoyed the video I did where I soldered all the wires on this board. It's pretty microscopic, isn't it? Right, that's all the tinning removed. Basically, I went over and tinned it all. You saw me do it. Bead tantalums exploded really well. 98. Whoa, Theo. That's a good innings, that is, isn't it? Can't see me reaching that. So I'm going to back over it with isopropyl just to get rid of the flux from the solder wick. It's got flux impregnated into it anyway, that solder wick, but it does help to put a little bit more on. There we are. Right, okay, good to go. Swig of beer. I need beer. Let's get myself organised here. Right, so let's have a look. Then we got those first two. Let's do these. Make sure you don't build yourself into a corner with these as well, because sometimes you can put one on and block yourself putting the next one on. So you just got to be aware where they are. So we got this one first. Now these caps have got a little chamfer on them, so you know which way round they go, and the screen printing's got the picture of that chamfer. So if I put that one in, I'm still going to be able to put that one in okay. Yeah. Right, so the method that they use is pretty basic, to be fair. I mean, it is... It is obvious when you think about it, but you know, it's not always clear, is it? So the idea is that you just pop. Can you see where I am? There we are. We're in there, right where the light is shining. That should be a bit better for you. So yeah, the idea is that you put flux on both the pads. Let me get slightly better tweezers. These have got flat ends on them, so these are a little bit easier to work with. So you put your capacitor, line it up. I'll tell you what, this is harder than it may look. The problem with this flux, I think I might try the other flux next time, because this flux is very greasy. Okay, that's lined up. So the idea is that you get your soldering iron, you pop a little bit of solder on the end tip of your iron, you hold the cap with your tweezers, you just touch the solder to the leg. I better pitch the ground plane on my... Need to go up a bit in temperature. Let's go up to 360. There we are, that's that one done. That's cool. So you get perfectly aligned capacitors. I think that's what the idea is. And then when you come to do the second one, you can obviously just feed your solder straight in. I've got a bent tip, which is quite good because it lets me go over the top of the other components. So yeah, that worked very well actually. It's a little bit fiddly with the flux, but the ground plane is very good on this board. So that's one inlet. That's gone in rather well. Hopefully you saw that. Can get you in a bit closer actually. There you go. That's the first one. Ofcom. Ofcom's in. VE's 50 volt rating. Okay. So the next one. So what we'll do this time is we'll try this this flux. This is more of a liquid than a gel. What is a liquid? So I'm just trying to line it up so as the little leg that you've got to solder is in the centre of the pad. And nice and straight on the board. I think originally these are stuck onto the board. Let's just grab a little bit of solder on the end of the iron again. Bit of pressure on top. That just moved. Ah! No, blocked that. Got a blob of solder on the side there now for some reason. Okay, let's put a bit of flux on that to get rid of that. Let's do the other side first. That's done it. There we go. Amazing stuff, Flux. Flux saves the day. Yeah, good. Okay, next one. And next 47 is the one down here by this purpley. .7 even. That way around. Okay, I'm going to use the greasy flux again because it does seem to work a bit better. I don't know, it just stays in place. With the other stuff you don't know whether you've still got flux on it or not. Looks good. Fire in the hole. See if we can hold it in place this time without knocking it. Bit of soda, please. Let's got that one. Yep, so a little bit of flux on that one again. Done, easy. Alright, that's those gone. So that's all my 4.7s at 35 volts. What else have we got here? We've got 47s. Two 47s at 6 volts. Oh, careful, don't lose that SMD resistor. How we doing with the chat anyway? Ofcom's nuclear. Nuclear telephone, nuclear. 47, YN7. Well, it says JHA there, but we ain't got any JHAs. Right, where's this one going? It's going in there underneath that to... Okay, so probably not a good idea to do that one because it's going to block this one in, so I need to do this one first. And that's a 22 at 6 volts, so let's do that one first. Let's move that one out of the way for a second. Yeah, let's do this one first because that's going to block us in out. Well, not us, it's going to block me in. Then again, this one. I'm going to have to change a tip. I bet that's a ground as well. I'm going to have to change tips. There's no way I'm going to get that iron in there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get the iron in there. You like using soda paste for SMD work? You can do, Colin, it is quite good. Sometimes though you get problems, especially with stuff like this, because soda paste forms little tiny micro balls. and you can get them traveling in underneath the component and shorten it out. So I think it's good for an IC where you've got no wires underneath it. I think it works well, and it works very well with ICs, SMD ICs. The bigger ones, it would be fine, I think. But I don't know about these little ones because there's not much of a gap in between, so you could bridge it fairly easily. Bridge it. So let me have a look, see if I could get in there with my iron tip. Yeah, typical. That is the ground as well. Let me have a look then. I could put my little mini wave tip in there. So I'm going to pop this one in, which is a very fine tip. It's angled as well, so I should be able to get in there with this one, but this one's just slightly too big. You can see the difference in the tips, look. Let's just pop that one out. So I think what I'm going to have to do with that, I'm going to have to tin the tip and then heat it and slide the cap in place, if you know what I mean. Well, this one ain't in the textbooks. Because it's a ground plate, it's going to take some heating as well. There it goes. So, flux, camera, action. Now, where's my cap gone? Hopefully you can see what I'm up to. I mean, there. Just there. That's where we are. See if this will work then. No. Sort of. Just straighten up a bit. Let's call the edge of that relay there. Is it a relay or a capacitor? I don't know. No, I'm not liking this very much. Ah, get off. Let's try some different tweezers. Ideally, take them things out of the way, really, but let's go on that side. She's in there. She's in there. Hi Paul, how are you? That's not good, Phil, is it? I lost my mum about that time ago as well. Sorry to hear that, mate. Back in time with a flux capacitor. Yeah. Yeah, a bit annoyed that I've just caught the edge of that, but doesn't look to have done any damage, just melted the plastic cover. Yeah, I think they're filters. That was a pig to solder that cap in, I can tell you. That was an absolute pig. So where are we? Trying to see where we are on the camera, so I need to be about there somewhere. There we are. Next, this is this one, isn't it? This is the 47 at 6 volts. So this is going to be the same sort of problem, but I've got a bit more. Yeah, I can actually get in on this one by the looks of it. Yeah, I can actually see this one. That was easier. Better. Okay. I think we can change back to our other tip now, because that one's a little bit small for the pads. Okay, what have we got now then? $22 UF at 6 volts. So we've got quite a few of those. I think no, they're all 22 UF now. I think. The problem with those tweezers is they don't open up far enough to grab these capacitors. These do. Wow, that's looking good. Okay, let's hit the positive then. Bit of flux. Oh, I just knocked it now. I've just knocked it now. Turn this down a bit. Positive done. Let's turn the board around so I can see it. Yeah, so that was not particularly straight. Let's try and straighten that one up a little bit. This is where it all goes pear-shaped. Fine, it went okay. Nice. Let's do another one then. So I think that's a 22 as well. Beside that one, yes it is. Dee 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 dee. We're on a roll now. Shouldn't speak too soon, really, should I? Turn around. Ah, it's moved again. Flipping things moved. Right, where do we need to be? Just there. That's better. I'll tell you what, the pads sometimes don't seem to be straight. Bit too much solder on that, let's just take some of that off. There we go. Another one bites the dust. Oh, you didn't see that one, did you? Sorry, it's difficult because I'm zoomed in so far. Let me just go out a little bit further. I'm zoomed in so far, you can't quite see it. I'm eager tonight, Harvey. I am. I'm on fire. It's the day before Christmas Eve. I mean, of course I'm eager. So again, I should have probably done this one in here first before I did this one, really. So that's a 22 as well. Should be able to get in there though. One top tip for you is don't get flux on your tweezers, because if you do, everything sticks to them. Literally everything sticks. That one's looking good. So this liquid flux isn't as sticky as the gel stuff, so you don't have so much of a problem with that, but you just got to keep cleaning your tweezers off every so often. Bit blobby, 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 blobby. Better. Okay, and that's a 22 as well. There's quite a lot of caps on this board, isn't there? Looking good. Flux. Nice, now we've got a problem getting on this one again. Looks like I had a problem taking that one out. Yeah, got it. Well, let's just put a bit more flux on that, clean it up a little bit. Oh, dogs have gone out the back door. Little monkeys. Okay, this one next. By the trimmer. What was that one then? Well, that says that's a 47. I don't think I've got any 47s left. .22s. Oh, 47s, yes I have. So 1 and 7 there. just going to get my bearings a minute. Just let me get the board around, orientated the same as this layout a minute. Making good progress though, I must admit. So we should have a 4.7, yes, a 4.7, 22, 22, 22, 4.7, that's a 22, 47, 22, 22, yeah, that's a 47 as well, and we've got 47 down here. Okay, just want to make sure I was 100% right there. Just make sure all my caps are orientated right. Yeah, excellent. Okay, moving onwards. Chris, how you doing? All the gear, no idea. Twist of flavour. Let's twist again. Now we're installing new ones now, Chris. Right, Car. Yeah, it's Mrs. Cruncher home. See, those tweezers have got flux on them. Perfect. Flux. Side cutters work too. Sticky tweezers. Yeah, the green ones are sticky. These black ones are specifically for SMD and they're really good. I think someone asked me yesterday what that one. Still smell the fishy smell from the old caps. So I've cleaned this board, and you've seen me clean it yet again. So we've got just a cluster of 3 down here. We're smoking. Okay, so the top one's a 22 and the bottom one's a 22, middle one's 47. Do the top one first. Deflux my tweezers. There's lots of ways of getting them off. I've tried all of them. I've tried the 2 soldering iron method. It does work if you've got enough room to get 2 soldering irons in there. But that's sort of probably 50% of the time. Look at that wind out there. It's howling. It is howling. We never known a light like it. Okay, so top 122, just double check, yes that's correct. Just knocked it with the tip of the flux dispenser. Good. So I say, I'm fluxing it, picking up some solder on the end of my iron. Bit of pressure on top of the capacitor, and God, I'll tell you what, ground plane is mental on this thing. Come on. Cool. Does not want to solder. As now. And put a nice big blob on the next pad as well. Oh dear. Right. Should be able to get in the other side okay, just about. Double check, triple check. How you doing, Paul? Silver on that one as well. Okay. Next one then is a 47. Turn around this way. I should be able to tack that one anyway because there's a little bit of solder on the pad. It's just moved. Nice. $47. The last one down the bottom is a 22 down here. So we haven't got a lot more capacitors to fit. It's quite therapeutic fitting capacitors, isn't it? Just for me anyway. Fiddlier the better. It's more to get your teeth into, doesn't it? Gone and knocked it again. Good. Right. Cool. This just doesn't like solder, this one. Oh, look at that. I just got it caught when it moved. Haven't really got it at the right angle. Let's try that. Better. Cool, this one doesn't want to solder at all. Got it, but it didn't like it. Here we are. So that's all the caps done on that side of the board. Now we've got to start trying to buzz this lot out. So this is where I need to really get my head in the schematic now, which is quite difficult to do. When I'm trying to concentrate on you guys. Gary, how you doing? Dom, how you doing? Evening Radio HF and Shortwave, how are you? Have a slurp. Evening Stephen. Evening Stevens. Batteries are running down on my microphone, so keep an eye on me. That's today's beer, gone. Gone. Pizza night tonight, so I think it is. There's either pizza or lasagna, depends how Mrs. Cruncher feels. Depends what sort of day she's had. Right, so let me have a think here. What we're going to do. Oh, I'll tell you what's too hot with that thing on. Whew, ow. Have two slurps. How you doing, Bob? Sweaty brow as well. Right, what I want to basically see is all these pads that are exposed. I want to make sure that they go to everywhere that they should go. So most of these go down to these transistors here, so we can buzz them out. So let's get you back on the other camera, I think, rather than be right in close. So if we want to take the board around that way. So up a bit, down a bit, left a bit, fire. Golden shot, remember that? God, taking me back a bit. Yes, what question have you got? Radio, HF and shortwave. Far away, mate. I'm here. On to the wine now. It could be, you never know. Trying to find me pointy. These pointed tips are really good for this sort of stuff. Gary, you've got roast oxtail and creamy mash with green beans. Sounds good, mate. Oxtail's really strong, isn't it? Strong but nice flavour. So you won't really be able to see the multimeter, but I put it in diode mode so you better hear it. So just looking at this IC here, it looks like most of the tracks go to these transistors down here. So I'm gonna have to get the blimmin' headband thing on again, aren't I? Would you have a spare capacitor for a Yaesu FRG77 on the power supply board? I probably have radio, HF and shortwave. I'm trying to think what... oh, that camera's a bit hazy. What's all that about then? Oh, it's just the light bouncing off of it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, what size is it? Bernie the boat, yeah. You can order them from RS though. That's what I think of where I got mine from. They're quite big. Is it 22,000? I'm not sure. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I can find out for you. Okay, so let's go this one first. That's got to be down one of these. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one goes to there. That one's just dead. Okay, so this one here goes to this via. That looks okay. That's just a ground pad by the looks of it. Yep. That one goes to there. That's ground. That one goes up to there. Okay, that's all good. Now the problem one was this one here. I think it went down to one of these. Yeah, that one's okay now. Where's the other one go to? is that not? It is that. Where does that come to? Okay, so I need to look on the circuit to find out where these two. Well, I think that one I sorted that one, didn't I? Yeah, that one's okay now. That wasn't okay before, but we sorted that one now. Just this via here then. That's obviously going to there. And that one. Yeah, okay, so I need to find that on the circuit then a minute. The big one. Yeah, I've done a video on that. In fact, I've done one recently on that, on the 7700. I know I did buy a couple caps for it. Okay, that's no. Right. This is what we've got to work with, but just have a look, see which way round we're orientated. I see. Okay, right. So we're that way round, top of the board. So we're looking at the middle of these three. So it's that one there. Let's go in even closer. So where does that go to? Excuse me, I'm in fact, no, you probably don't want picture in picture at the moment. So where am I? So it's this one here. So it goes up, all the way round. So it goes into the switch S2. So that's all part of the AM antenna, etc. Let's have a look. So that would be C18. So it's going to be the middle of the outer. Right, okay, I'm with it. I'm with the program. Right. I'm with the program. So how the hell am I going to buzz this out? Actually, I should be able to on the back of the board, shouldn't I? So basically that. I'm going to have to get a grabber lead for that, I think. That's the only way I'm going to get on that. So I can get one of these little grabber leads. Where are we? I'm trying to get back to my screen. So yeah, I'm just going to use one of these little little grabbers to grab onto the points. It's that one there. If it'll grab it, I'll tell you what, it's not easy, is it? Let's just put that one on there. Nah, I knew it was going to come off. You can't get to it on the top of the board, see? And it goes through the switch. Alright, so it's come off again. I'm trying to sort of hold it on there with my finger. Ah, I nearly had it then. I was nearly there. Quick, Graham. Yes, we're good. Okay, that's that one. So it's that one, and that one done. That was it. That was the damaged area. So that is all sorted. Okay. That means we can start putting stuff back in. So I've got this electrostatic sensitive, so I'm going to have to get my wristband on for that one. Oh. Although they put it as electrostatic, is that an electrostatic bag? It might be, I suppose. Let's get the multimeter out of the way. So I'm pretty confident that we're good there. I don't think we've got any more damage. All those little wires that I've done should sort all of that. So let's find me a wristband. Tether myself to the mains. Or to the earth. Ah, dear. Come on, let it go. Oh dear. So all I've got is one of these yellow anti-static discharge plug thingies, and I've got this my little bandy. Suits me, doesn't it, eh? Right, fully anti-static ticketed. Now, is it easier for me to put that cap on first? It probably is, because this will be fairly easy to solder on. Yeah, we're going to need to do, I think... In fact, it's easier for me to do all four of those caps before I put that one in, because that one's going to be pretty easy to solder, because that's soldered from the other side. If I put that one in, it's going to narrow my ability to put those caps in. So let's have a look which ones they are. So first one in front of that IC is, oh, actually they're all 100 microfarads, those. Yeah, these were the ones that are really bad. 100 microfarads at 6 volts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're all 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's a 470 there, the big one. That's the one to do first, really, because it's really close to this jack plug here. Let's get you on the overhead camera again so you can see my pain. So these are pretty easy to handle because they're huge compared to the others. So I think I'll use the same technique. That does seem to work quite well. Yeah, that's central on the pad. says, knocking it off the pad. Yeah, I'll have a look for a Yaesu cap in a minute. That's good. Let's get a load of solder on my tip. Actually, I've got a horrible feeling I've got something underneath there that I've got to get off. It will come off now. Yeah. I've got to just put some of that conformal coating on that little speck there. Can you see where I mean? So I've done a little repair on the trace there. Just there. Which is actually underneath that cap. So I need to do that and let that go off first. Now I had that conformal coating here a second ago. Right, what have we got to do with this then? What have we got to do with this? I think you just got to give it a shaky. Oh, I can smell it already. It's not even got the top off. If inhaled, remove victim to fresh air. Oh God, it's craziness, isn't it? Right, instructions. Shake pen vigorously until ball moves freely inside. Pull power angle and depress tip against surface. Draw pen against cross surface or gently squeezing barrel. Let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. So this could be all we're going to do now. Just put this conformal coating on because a lot of it is underneath components and I can't fit them. No, don't go sniffing that, Graham. I nearly did that. Did you see me? Did you see me go to sniff that? Right, let's find a bit of scrap paper. Let's get this going. Okay. So I'm just drawing in pretty much over where I've tell you what, that looks spot on, that. It's covered it up nicely. It's even a similar shade, look. So any bare areas of board I'm covering up. all these wires that I've soldered. So yeah, there's lots of places where I've done little tiny repairs where the electrolyte's eaten into the board. But that is covering it very nicely. Just trying to see if there's anywhere else. I think that's got it. Right, so that's got to set off now. Yeah, that's worked very well. And if you can see everywhere that I've gone over there, but it's covered up all the board where I had to what am I trying to say here? What are you trying to say, Graham? Where I had to scratch back the board. That's good, especially in the area of that IC down there. And I wanted to see if these ICs fitted on there actually, because these are pretty tiny. That's me. Just I don't know if that's pin 1 though. There's no notch on this blimmin' IC, it's typical, isn't it? Only just gonna catch the pads, but they will be alright. The old part was a bit wider, but this is quite a bit narrower. I think, I mean, that's pin 1 there. You're not really in shot, are you? This is what I'm playing with, this IC here. My chat's disappeared for some reason. Catch you later, Dom. Evening, Rich, how are you? Georgie, thank you very much, mate. Evening, Simon. I must be loaded buying from Little Diode. You'd think so, Simon, wouldn't you? But George is paying for this. No, the thing with the Little Diode was it was free postage, Simon. Now I think this was £4.99, I think, with free postage. On Cricklewood, it was cheaper. It was £3 something, but they wanted £3 something postage on top. So overall, it made it more expensive. So sometimes Little Diode can work out cheaper because of the postage thing. tell you, that has gone off already, that stuff, you know. I need to work out the orientation of that there. So just catching up with chat, people. So I need to find out the pinout for this IC that I bought here, and it is I can't remember whether I bought that from RS or is that an RS part number? It looks like an RS part number, doesn't it? Let me just have a look. Let's go Googling. 689 689 8709. RS ON Semiconductor MC whatever it is, MC74HC138ADG, 1 decoder and multiplexer 1 of 8 inverting 16 pen SOIC. Where's our data sheet? Here we are. Which is pin 1, please. Okay, it's not going to tell us, I don't think, is it? See, I haven't got a dot. I haven't got a flipping dot. It's showing the writing that way up, though. Same with the writing that way up. Just the other way up. Yeah, I'm only just going to be able to catch the edge of the pads. That's the only thing that's concerning me. So it's basically that way up, and that is orienteered at the moment. Shall I have a go at soldering that? Because this is going to be the last one, and then I'm going to solder this on, and then we'll do the advent calendars. I'll go down and see Mrs. Cruncher. I've gone and knocked it off skew again now, haven't I? Oh dear. I'm going to have to get the light back in so I can see it. I'm going to blow it out a little bit for you guys. That's not too bad. So it is thinner than the other one. It will go on the pads. There, that's perfectly aligned. I wonder if it'll stay there. Let's just blob a bit of flux on it. Let's do the old drop on it again. Actually, I need the smaller tip now. Yeah, that definitely needs the smaller tip. There's no way that one's going to be any good. Right. I'm having brass wool issues with the pace. It doesn't want to stay in the hole. Get back in there. It comes out for a walk every so often, so stretch its legs. Right. So This is one of these wave soldering tips that's got a very fine sort of hollow in the end, so it stores solder. Now you need the tweezers on top, Graham. I think that's gone. Let's try the opposite leg. That's definitely gone. Let's tack that one. Oh, that's blobby. But then that's one of the ones where the pad's a bit damaged. Blobby. They're joined together anyway. Right, let's go over that with a bit of flux. But that to me looks done. That was a little bit blobby because that's the ground, and that was a damaged pad. There we are. Done. And if I put my finger there, you can see how small that is. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Right, let's get the flux off of that, and that'll do me for today. Pulled some of me conformal off there, so I'll just have to go over that again in a minute. Just wait for that to work away. That looks pretty good. I'm quite pleased with that. As I say, there's a couple pads that were a bit damaged, but I've had to scrape back that's this ground pad here, and these two here, which are also a ground pad, but they've all gone in fine, no problem. They've soldered excellently. So there we are, that's in, and it looks pretty straight. We do with a little bit of a touch up on that leg. Better. Just do that, hit that with a conformal coating again where I just took it off. Let's air it, 500 degrees C. Torch the board, Dorf. Rich, how are you? Rich Bristol's just disappeared off the screen. I didn't see you pop in, mate. Is the marking on the bottom for machine vision? Could be, Rich, I don't know. But looking at the schematic there, did I show you the schematic or not? I don't think I did I? Not the schematic, this is the chip here, It's by ON Semiconductor, and it says it's got a dot, but it hasn't. But if you look at the orientation, the writing being upwards, the bottom left is pin 1, and pin 1 is marked on the board, so I'm good to go with that. George, you'll be home in a minute. We're going. We're going. Right, let's just conformal coating that bit there up again that I just... inadvertently got off with the IPA. I'm pretty pleased with that. So, good bit of progress there. That conformal coating looks to have gone off now anyway, so I haven't got much left to do there. What have I got? 1 IC, 1, 2, 3 caps. Not much more to do. So we can probably get that done tomorrow. Get it just finished off. Okay. Let's get my wrist strap off. Where's me big caps? There's me big caps, I think. Now I think when I searched for 6800, that's the ones I came up with. Jack on, not everybody's favourite brand, but that fits the board. 6,850 volts, so went up slightly higher in voltage. I think it's 35 volts, isn't it, on the original Yaesu board. But you've got to be careful. You need to make sure the pins fit, because they're funny size pin. I did have some Nichicon ones here as well. Yeah, okay. So I've got a Nichicon. As I say, it's a slightly different pin out, but there is 2 different pin outs available on the board, so you can use either of those. And that was a 35 volt Nichicon at 6800. So yeah, Nichicon's probably the way to go. 105 degree rating, make sure it's 105. It does get pretty hot in there. Evening, Jess, how are you? Oh, look at that wind out there. It's howling. It is howling here. Right, let's get tidied up a bit. And let's get some advent calendaring going. So not many more to do now. 4 caps and an IC, and I'll keep them together this time. Ow, just stuck myself with a scalpel. Right, let's move that up there. That shouldn't be in the way. I better move it out of the way. I better move it out of the way. I'll only knock it over else. Let's get the penultimate window opened. I did, so are you? $23 then. Hi, Rich. What a fiddle. I quite enjoy stuff like that though, Rich. I like the fiddly stuff like that. That's why I'm looking forward to building that Amiga PCB. I'm really going to be looking forward to that one. Cheers, Dorf. Tier 2. Oh, you're going into Tier 2. I think we're all saying bottom left down here. A big door. A big door. Oh, we've got some batteries. I don't need to build much with that, do I? They're rechargeables. Oh, this is going to be for the controller, isn't it? Yes, this will be for the controller. Or are they just cheapo batteries? What are they? Lion Life. There you go, Simon. That's some fancy batteries for you. Look, Lion Life. They've even got one of them imitation Duracell stripes on them, like, you know, Duracell, you had to hold it sort of like that and it would light up to show you whether it's got any charge left in it. Do not charge or dispose of in a battery may explode or leak. So it's mercury and cadmium. Mercury and cadmium. 1.5 volt super heavy duty battery. Super heavy duty they are, apparently, allegedly. Lion Life. Arrgh. Super heavy duty battery. A dead lion. And away. So I take it that's not rechargeable. It's made by the Ling Li Battery Company Limited, made in China. 0%. Eh? It says 0% mercury and cadmium. What are they then? Are they alkaline or what? I really don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. So it says it's 0% mercury and cadmium. Why would they bother putting 0% mercury and cadmium on the label? I don't know. You would not rely on them. Very good. Well hung low. I don't know. They're not NiCads. It says do not charge. 1.5 volt. Do not connect improperly. Charge or dispose of in a fire. May explode or leak. So they've got to be just normal. Doesn't say whether they're alkaline or anything though. Bizarre. just test them. .58 volts. .59 volts. What's this one? .58. So, well, we can try them, can't we? Won't hurt. It won't hurt to try them. Also, I just dropped on the floor one of my probes. Let's not run over that with the chair. Okay, onto the wearer. Penguin's looking after the wearer for me. Those batteries are as good as the ones that came in your dead Sony. Yeah. Santa's left knee. Oh, you're right. Bang on. Straight in there. There's zinc carbon eye. Santa's left knee. And another socket. 6mm this time. A 6mm socket. What? It sort of looks like I'm gonna have some spare bits, am I? Where's my thing? Where's my thingy? Where's my thingy? Well, I suppose I've got one left, haven't I? So I mean, it must be the sockets will go over here then, the Allen keys. So, let's move all these along one then. That's their, well, I'm getting confused now. I'm trying to put them in size order. These are really good, these holders, really well thought out. So I've only got one left to fill, and that's it. Unless, I wonder, I reckon that one might go on there, you know? Yes. Ah. So maybe we haven't got one to fill. There we are, so we have got something coming tomorrow. There we are. Advent calendar done. Another day done. Quite impressed with the conformal coating pen. That is good stuff. I'll just put like I put a little bit on here while I've just loosened it up. Not used that stuff before. I've only ever used PCB lacquer. Bingo numbers on an E23. Right, back to me. Let's get rid of my alter ego in the corner. That's it, people, for today. Doesn't seem like we've been on for 5 minutes, does it? But we've been on for over 2 hours. Well, we've got a fair bit done. We have got a fair bit done, really. Cheers, Georgie. So we did have a super chat today. Let's have a quick look at that. For your activity, Georgie. Thank you, George. Have a good night, mate. And we've got a Superman, Superman pair flying. Excellent. That's analytics. Yeah, we're sort of in the 50s, peaking 60s maybe, into the 60s today. So that's all good. It's all good. All good. That's it for today then, people. Don't forget, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and we've got a shed load of giveaways to do. Might quickly revisit that board and put the caps on, but I'm not going to rebuild it because it needs all putting back in the case and wiring up and everything else. So fingers crossed that one will work now. I hope so, after all that effort. So there you go. Why am I greedy, ZX? Why am I greedy? Pizza and a beer, definite. So say, hopefully you've all enjoyed that today. That's a bit different. I like to try and do different bits and pieces if I can. And as I say, tomorrow's really going to be about doing the giveaways, having a bit of fun. Record player repair tomorrow. We might have to get the doozle charged up, Theo. Oh dear. Anyway, cheers, people. Catch you all soon. See you tomorrow. Stay safe and all the rest of it. Bye for now.